If you've been near Philadelphia's Love Park recently, you may have spotted this man waving a Ukrainian flag at the intersection of the Ben Franklin Parkway. His name is Brett Mermelstein, and he's on a mission to lead a one-man protest against the war in Ukraine.
A lot of things and events led me to the Benjamin Franklin Parkway with my Ukrainian flag and a box of free Ukrainian flags that I ordered on Amazon. But one thing that really struck me was at that initial protest on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, which was an organized event with about 30, 40 participants. I remember at one point, this elderly woman, Ukrainian refugee, who was in tears throughout parts of the protest, was really, impacted by this. I remember she mustered every ounce of strength she had and took so much pride and was so fired up waving a Ukrainian flag. And I think about what was going through her mind when she did that. And she was one person. She was one person, and it affected me. In that moment, she inspired me to take action. And I've taken a lot of action since then. So what brings one crazy guy out onto the Benjamin Franklin Parkway with the Ukrainian flag to wave it was just one other woman, Ukrainian woman with a flag waving, doing the same exact thing I did.
Here we can see a die-in protest that Brett participated in Rittenhouse Square, in which he and many others pretend to be dead in order to represent the many innocent lives that have been lost in Ukraine. Aside from his demonstrations in Philadelphia, Brett has also traveled to Poland to assist with Ukrainian refugee relief efforts.
All right.
Yes, да. А ну я шапку посмотрю.
There you
Ой,
go.
да, супер.
Welcome. Everybody else here that's not in, Ukraine or anywhere near there. I'd only seen it through a tube and videos on YouTube and, my news feed. But when I flew to Poland, that's when it brought it a little bit closer to home. I don't think I could ever really be brought to home and get a full sense. I can only imagine, just like all other Americans, I can only imagine what it would be like to be a Ukrainian and have war literally at your doorstep, and have imminent threats of a foreign country, Russia, coming and invading your country, and to have to make that decision of, where do I go? Where do I flee? What do I pack? And so I can only imagine what it's like to pack a suitcase or a bag, how sad it is to have to leave people behind, family members behind, friends behind, your life behind, your home behind, and not know if you're going to have a home to return to, and just flee. And when I was in Poland, I got to see firsthand and meet these people. And I couldn't speak to them because I don't speak Ukrainian, but just, I think it was important to them to know that I was there, that I was an American or a foreigner, somebody else in this world who cares on a human level.
After the interview, Brett informed us that his next journey would be taking him to Germany and then Istanbul, where he plans to continue waving his flag and spreading a message of peace. This has been Jhori Bailey with Photojournal News.